your Friendly Neighborhood NMan64. Welcome. Sorry. Good lord. Welcoming you to the next episode of Throwback Thursday. In the last episode of our Pokémon Nuzlocke, which is our first Throwback Thursday project, we made it through Lavender Town, got a bunch of battles in. Boulder evolved into Graveler. Tats went up from level 2 to level 14. But most importantly of all, we got the good boy. Zero, our Growlithe, whose stats leave a little bit to be desired. But we can fix that very quickly with a few powerful TMs that we have at our disposal. One flamethrower TM is pretty much all I need, but for argument's sake, once Tats has evolved into Eradicate, we're going to give the next bulk of experience to Zero, so he can be prepared for any encounters that he might get, because honestly, if I lose Growlithe, I will lose my shit. Alright, and to start off this episode, why don't I pick a fight with a biker? To get some more experience for Tats, because it's very important that he gets his experience. I also chose to get rid of the HM Slave because he really was not pulling much of his weight. And you never know, we might run into a couple of coughings up ahead, and I need a Psychic type to deal with that for now. And I don't have a Psychic type to deal with that right now. Case in point, the only real option I have is Eric Carl, and I can't get rid of Eric Carl until I can get, is it the Good Rod or the Super Rod that can get me Poliwag? I think I want to hold off to get till I'm guaranteed Poliwag or Poliwhirl and not Magikarp popping up, because that's kind of not what I'm looking forward to. Then I can level it up to become Poliwhirl, swap it out to get Jinx in Cerulean City, which would be really nice. Especially since I haven't caught anything in Cerulean City. I think Jinx is the only Pokemon you can catch without, like, fishing in that area right by, what's it called? Cerulean Cave. And no, I'm not going into this game until we catch Mewtwo, because I'm not gonna make it to 60 Pokemon in this run. The fact that I'm already at like 22 or 23 is baffling to me, and we're almost halfway through getting all our gym badges. Here, look. I have 22 Pokemon. In order to make it to the post game, make it through the post game, I need to catch another 38 Pokemon. Now, assuming I don't catch anything else the rest of the game, I can get 4 more Pokemon, given the party of Pokemon we have right now that can evolve. We can't get Golem, Butterfree's done evolving. We can get Raticate, Primeape, Arcanine, and Venusaur. That puts us at 26. We're guaranteed the Lapras, which is 27. We're guaranteed Eevee, which is 28. The 2 fossils put us at 30. Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee puts us at 31. Our 1 Game Corner Pokemon puts us at 32. And that's it. That's all the guarantees we have. We do not have any more, like, supreme guaranteed Pokemon catches. Hell, the Safari Zone has me nervous. Because, first off, you can get an incredibly good Pokemon and then immediately lose it. Or, you'll get frickin' Paris, and who the hell needs Paris this late in the game? Alright, at least this coughing sludge is doing a lot, but not too much. That's the part that always concerns me. Sludge is one of those moves that you really don't think would do that much damage, and it always does a ton of damage. Unless, of course, you resist poison type moves, which not that many Pokemon do. Like, it's what's it called? It's friggin' ground types, maybe poison itself, ground. Steel is unaffected by it altogether. Do I risk Eric Carl? Or do I throw Bulbabutt out there? I think I'll throw Bulbabutt out there specifically because I don't want a Sludge that'll be a critical hit and kill it. At least if I, like, Leech Seed it, Sleep Powder, tackle away, it can't poison me. Holy shit, that still did a lot of damage. Alright, so, yeah, that's the strategy we're gonna use. We're gonna Leech Seed, Sleep Powder, replenish our health, and just tackle away. Oh my god, that did a freaking critical. Well, they get so many freaking critical hits. Shit of the bull variety is what I call it. Maybe I should just put like a cough drop in my mouth or something. It's not like my throat is hurting, it's just the fact that I'm freaking so nasally right now. Alright, Tackle should finish it off. And good job, Bulbabutt. Coming through in the clutch consistently. Alright, Grimer. Switch to Tats. Tats is going to become Eradicate very quickly, which I'm thankful for. I am super thankful. Actually, I'm curious, does... No, it shouldn't be the same route because on the other side of town of Saffron. That other route before Celadon should be a different route. But I don't remember if there are any different Pokemon on that route or not. Let's see. Well, I'll check the map when we get there for what route it would be. Alright, so let's see. Route. So I want to see if there's any new Pokemon on that route, or I could just skip it and hold it for a later, so it's... Yeah, Route 7. Route 7, FireRed. Oddish would only be the only Pokemon I can catch there. I'm fine with that. Oddish or Pidgey, really. I'm fine with either. It's an insurance policy, really. The big part is the fact that it's an insurance policy. You never know with this freaking game. I know I sound like a broken record, but I thought Adele was going to carry us. And the fact that it took one freaking attack to knock it out still boggles my mind. But, like I said, that's what happens. Alright, Tats. You're almost at the point where you can start fighting these Pokemon yourself, but I'm not taking them chances. The boulder can more than carry your dead weight. He's more than capable of it. He's proven it since we caught him. Of course, I know that means he's probably gonna die a horrific death somewhere down the line. But that, again, that's why I plan for him to be another insurance policy Pokemon. I'm not gonna be just, like, throwing him into the fire constantly. It's an insurance policy. That's the most important part. Eric Carl. I really wish you could learn Psybeam sooner. I think it's like in the mid-30s you learn it. Alright. Poison's not the best thing that could happen to me right now, but... Okay, Smog. I'll live with Smog. I can live with Smog, trust me. I can totally live with Smog. Alright. Tats continues to level up. Woo! No, I don't. I almost said, oh, why don't I throw Zero out there to make his debut? Like, no. Keep to the plan. If that means I have to level up Zero through unscrupulous means later down the line, I will. I don't care. I need him to live. I cannot preface this enough. With Adele gone, I need a different Pokemon to carry the weights I needed her to carry. And an Arcanine would really do that for us. Which is why I desperately need Tats to live. The one downside is Growlithe takes a long time to level up, so it's probably going to be one of those I have to maybe grind it off screen type thing. So like while I'm processing these videos, maybe I'll like grind it up against a couple of trainers or something. But yeah, it's going to need some time. But more importantly, like I said, we need to keep him alive. Yeah, there's no... Now that I look at it, the map, there's no other Pokemon besides Pidgey or Oddish that are on that route that I can catch. So honestly, it would probably make sense for me to... Oh, shit. Sorry. Sorry, Eric Carl. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, and Raditz. Alright, now go up. Antidote. There you go. Now we're good. Now we're good. Poliwag. That's a Pokemon I'm gonna need for later. If I can make this work, Poliwag is going to be a huge cog in those plans. I need to catch a Poliwag, evolve it in the Poliworld, trade it for Jinx. And if I can get that, I think all of our problems are done. Because Jinx has a lot of weaknesses, but it also has Psychic type. And as long as I save that Psychic TM, what's there to worry about? Like, we're set. No, not the Boulder. The Boulder does not need the experience. He's a force in of himself at this point. Now, right about now, it's the insurance policy's time to shine and practice. I should take some time to, like, get them some experience. Especially, like, the fully evolved ones off screen. To keep them, like, in pace. Like, because, like, let's be real. If I lose 2 or 3 Pokemon at Silphco, which I'm fully expecting to, it would be a lot more painful if I go back into the Silphco and I'm like, or go back to the computer, I'm like, oh, the best option I have for this is friggin' a level 20 Gyarados. Yeah, I need something better than that. Switch to Bulbabutt because he can tank anything Poliwhirl throws at him. Even double slaps. Even critical hit double slaps he can handle. See? 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 It's like I know this game's bullshit by now. I lost count of the amount of critical hits. I have tried to keep them, but I usually end up getting pissed off around the time they get like critical hit number 50 and I'm at like 7. So, yeah. Whatever. Do what you gotta do, Chief. No items. Go into the underground path right away. And honestly, I think we should catch an Oddish. Save that other route, since we can catch Oddish now. Then I can get a Gloom, which can guarantee me either Ditto, Pidgeotto, or what's-it-call-it on the other route. Venonat on that route before Fuchsia. Perfect strategizing, NMan. Not perfect strategizing. Decent strategizing, NMan. Okay, we are almost in Celadon. So, first things first, pick that up. A Weepier Berry? Or Weepear Berry, I don't know. Nor do I care. Yeah, I guess Eric Carl. This is like the last Pokemon I really need Eric Carl for. Strictly as an insurance policy, too. Hey, Oddish. You won't have Absorb at this point, right? I think you'll just have Acid. So let's Supersonic your ass. See what move you use. Hurt yourself. Beautiful. Now let's Stun Spore ya. Cripple your speed. Hurt yourself in confusion a bit more, maybe. Thank you. And now we start lobbing Pokeballs. And yes, I do mean Pokeballs, not Great Balls. And bingo! Another Pokemon as an insurance policy. That was the big one. You need the Pokemon for your insurance policies here. And this is its scientific name is Odium Wanderus. Oh, that's cute. Give a nickname to Oddish. Of course we have to. It's part of our creed. It's a girl too. So she's I'm drawing a blank on a name, so we'll just call her Flora. There we go. Alright, so this route's done. And that gives us a whopping 23 Pokemon. We can almost get the item finder. More importantly, though, welcome to Celadon City. This is where the game starts to really open up for us. We have the coin, we have the game corner where we can get things for new Pokemon. We're going to have to debate which Pokemon we get from them. Definitely not Porygon in this version, though. We can head up here in the old mansion, not the Pokemon Mansion, whatever this would be called. The High Rise. The Celadon High Rise. Which guarantees us our Eevee. Which we're not going to... Well, we're going to name him. We're going to name him after a fantastic Eevee. We're going to name him after one of the best Eevees, and just Pokemon in general that I've written him for the Crimson Fury stories. We cannot evolve him into the Pokemon we wanted to, since this game doesn't have a day-night cycle. If it did, I would be leveling him up into Espeon immediately. But since this game does not have a day-night cycle, we cannot do that. But we are going to keep him on the back foot, specifically as an insurance policy. If we should fail to have... Ether, nice. If we should fail to have... Zero do much in terms of, like, leveling up, and he dies, we can have a Flareon. If I need a water type, sooner rather than later, we can have Vaporeon. And if I fail to catch something in the Safari Zone, in the Power Plant that's useful, that can become Jolteon. So at the very least, we're going to have options for ourselves. That's the big thing. More importantly, let's head here. Oh, wrong place. Look at this one. There you go. Talk to the guy here who's all sad and depressed. Give me my gosh dang coin case, mister. And then that pretty much sets us off. We are really good to go at this point. We're obviously going to explore Celadon some more in the next episode. But in all honesty, we are set Pokemon-wise for a little bit. I don't know if we're going to take on Giovanni first or go to Erica's gym first. The reason being, obviously, Zero needs experience. But we are going to do the game corner for a bit next episode. So I think the next episode's probably going to be a bit of, like, back and forth, backpedaling and backtracking and exploring and seeing what we can do in other areas before we take on the rest of the story. So thank you guys for joining me. I'm your friendly neighborhood NMan64. Join me next time for the next Throwback Thursday. Until we meet again, my lovelies, sayonara.